Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
First, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Barasham,
Yahweh
Darashah,
Bashim
Barasham, Kakadash.
Kakadash.
I'm the brother Emrald with the brother,
The pot.
and we're here from the camps, Prophet in Babylon, here in Tampa Bay, Florida. I want to give a double honor to the elders and apostles of GMS, and we come to you with a short class, and I'm going to call it Give You Diligence to Make Your Calling and Election Sure. First, I want to start off with 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. So basically, the Lord is saying, doing plenty of the works and being unmovable while doing the works, your labor won't never be in vain, or will never be in vain.
If I can add on to that, you gotta be steadfast and unmovable in your faith, meaning your faith is not wavering, man. You sure about this truth, you understand what you believe in, you're sincere about it, and you abound in this work every day, man, more and more and more, man, for the Lord, because he said, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. So the labor, the works, a labor of love that we done for the Lord, no, that's not in vain, man. The Lord sees it, and the Lord's going to reward his man for it. All right? He's not just going to let it go by. He's going to actually, reward you for the works that you have done, man. All right? That's why you got to stay diligent, man. You got to stay, focused on the path, on the road, in this truth, to keep your balance also, man. Every day you want to do something more, than you did the day before. And I want to get that precept for that real quick. So I think this is Romans. Romans, if I can find it. Here it goes right here. Salakia. Romans chapter 14 and verse 5. It says, one man esteemeth one day above another, another man esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. All right, so one man, esteemeth one day above another. You know what I'm saying? So one day, the next day, he wants to do more than what he did the day before, man. All right, and he's esteeming that day above the other, man. You know what I'm saying? In abounding, giving diligence unto the Lord, you're doing more, man. All right. Now, brothers have their little moments, man, where they're not in the spirit, they got that drowsy spirit. Sometimes, scripture says a just man falls 7 times, but you got to get back up from that shit, man. You got to get back up and knock out more, man. Do more than you did the week before, man. Give your diligence. That's the part of this truth. You got to give your due diligence, and so the Lord can, to be a part of the elect, man. You got to do your due diligence. But it says there's another that esteemeth every day alike, man. So you're being complacent. You're just doing the same shit every day. You're not growing. You know what I'm saying? You're just doing whatever, the bare minimum just to get by. All right? And that's not what you're supposed to do, man. Do not do the bare minimum just to get by. You should be doing as much as you can, to be saved and to be a part of that 144 elect. You know what I'm saying? That's what we all hope for. We reach for, man, is to be a part of that 144 elect, man. And continue, to strive for the Lord. We don't just do this just to do it, man. We do it for a reason, man, for the Lord. The Lord made us a promise, man. He told us, his promise, and if we do this, man, we're going to receive that promise. The Lord's not a man to lie. You know what I'm saying? But it says, let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. All right, so let every man, Every brother be fully persuaded in their own mind, in this truth, man. You gotta be fully persuaded in this truth to continue, do your due diligence, man. Alright? If you're not fully persuaded, man, if you don't fully have the fear, the faith of the Lord, man, you're not gonna do, you're just gonna be doing the bare minimum, until you just fall out, man. You're only gonna do less and less and less. You're gonna esteem every day less than the other, man. Alright? Now you catch yourself not doing shit. Now you catch yourself not even remember the name of the Lord, and you're back in the world, man. Alright, doing the same shit you was doing before, and you're gonna get judged for that, man. As simple as that. You will get judged for it. Now, you can get your other scriptures, Salakia. I just want to get that out real quick.
This is 2 Peter, chapter 1, verse 10. Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, you shall never fall. So basically what the Lord is talking about is being persistent. And just like the brother is saying, doing more and more each and every day. Just doing what you just doing the bare minimum can't get you by. You have to do more and everything, so you won't fall out of the truth. Right?
To make your calling and your election sure. Alright. Now when we come in this truth, when we get this truth, when we get this knowledge, we learn about the elect, and the 1/3 and the ones that will be saved, man. Alright, and from the beginning that becomes our ultimate goal, is to be saved, man. Once we understand that, once we learn of that, our mind is set focused on being saved, because now we got the fear. Now we know what's going to happen. Now we know what the Lord's going to do to the 2/3 Jake, and we don't want to be a part of that number of the 2/3 Jake, man. We want to be a part of that elect number, where not so many people can get into, man. Alright, and we want to make our calling and election sure to be saved. Because like I said from the beginning, once we understood what the 144 elect was, what the 1/3 was, what 2/3 was, our goal was set to be focused on trying to be the 144 elect, man. Alright, as men, as brethren in this truth, we hoping for the 144 elect. Now 1/3, ain't nothing wrong with that. You're still being saved, but we reaching high, man. Alright, we want to do above the bare minimum, above, our limits, go above our limits for the Lord, so we can be a part of that 144K, man. The elect men. Alright? So we can have that power, man. You said something, Emrald?
No, I said con.
So we can have that power. We can have, the promise. We can, get everything the Lord promised, man. All right. So we don't just settle for the bare minimum, settle for the less. We settle for the greater, man, the more. And that's the 144K, man. And we rather strive for that. All right. That whole number right there is our motivation to continue, man. The fact that we can be saved, we got a chance of being saved from the coming hell that's coming to this place. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing, man. Alright? It's a blessing. Now to get this real quick. It's in John chapter 7 verse 38. It says, "He that believeth on me, as the scripture hath said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water." Alright, so he that believeth on the Lord, as the scriptures have said, alright, out of his belly, out of you shall flow rivers of living water, man. Being diligent, what I'm saying? Being sincere, fighting for this truth, fighting the good fight, man. Alright? You know what I'm saying? You ain't having no rest, man. Brothers gotta go to work, brothers go to school, brothers' days be busy, and they get off of that just to do this work, man. Still put time in for the Lord, man. Put more time in for the Lord. Go to camp every Saturday, to fight, for that spot, man. Alright? Now this is a race, man. Every man must work out their own salvation. So you got other brothers that want that spot too, man. So you want to make your spot secured. You want to make your calling, your election sure. So you want to do as much as you can. You gotta do. You gotta go above and beyond, man. All right. You can't think with the bare minimum mindset, man. All right, because you got the next brother that's doing, as much as you, and even more. And it could be a younger brother. You know what I'm saying? That's doing as much as you and even more, man. All right. Now the Lord give us our own measure, of labors that we can do for Him. But still, man, you still want to always do. We always want to pass those limits, man. You always want to pass your limits. Things like, when you do your 2 classes, when you do your quota for the week. Rather it be 3 classes a week, 7 classes a week, 10 classes a week. You always want to go above that number also, man. All right. That just shows how much you're striving for the Lord, how much you really care, and you really want to be a part of that number, man. All right. So you always want to continue to fight and show your due diligence for the Lord, man. All right, make your calling and your election sure. Now, that's all you want to say on that, y'all. That's all you had on that, right, brother? Con. I hope I was edified. I'm going to end it off right there. I'm going to give all praises to the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, Salakia. I want to give double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.